done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition? Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a but person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Now, yo, I hope everybody enjoyed this July 4th. I really hope y'all enjoyed y'all July 4th. You heard? For real. It was jam-packed, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was either popping, you know what I'm saying? Hey, either y'all had females popping pussy or y'all was popping some fireworks. Maybe a combination of the two. So salute to everybody tuning in on this Sunday after July 4th, of course. Now I gotta give a love to the chat. JJ Diesel Cowboy Traveler 79 Smith says, "What up, Cali?" and the chat. And then of course, XL Pro says, "We back live. Righteous Fear up." He also says, let's see here. He also says, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget the Cash App. $ Cali West 1. Salute. JJ Diesel says these are truly the last days. There's a lot of natural disasters going on. Yet most of these females refuse to wake up and do the right. Yet I ask, how much destruction does it take? On that note, well, XL Pro, we already know through the Bible that a lot of, when, people were facing the end of the world as they knew it, just like the lady who turned into a grain of salt, you know what I'm saying? That was the end of the world for their time. A lot of us need to remember too, yeah, you might believe Armageddon is coming, and maybe it is. I don't know. But I know one thing is that sometimes you don't have to even wait for Armageddon because bad things happen already. You just gotta be, you want to be proactive, not reactive, right? And that's one thing that the Bible taught you to be proactive about it, like Noah building the ark, Lot, focusing on his family, and not focusing on what could be lost, right? Because everything could be gained back, especially money. Now, XL Pro says, jammed and rammed. Yes, sir. And then JJ Deals mentions that she got jammed and Jack hammered. LOL. Oh, y'all talk about old Cardi B, huh? Woo, y'all boys getting in on her already. Sheesh. We didn't even get warmed up yet, but hey, I guess this is the warm up. Hey, it is what it is.
My nigga.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and rammed.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time. Dang. And took her breath some more.
Damn, I got a lot of people up in here. I'm pretty surprised. Not really much on YouTube, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Yo, everybody on X is tuning in. Yo, everybody on X, y'all could do me a favor. Y'all damn near almost 100 deep over there. Yo, come to the YouTube side of things. You know what I need to do? Don't worry. Tomorrow, I'm going to post up all the links I'm on where y'all can follow me. That way y'all can keep in tune. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can come through on the YouTube side of things. Look up Cali West Miami. Y'all will find me if y'all look me up. You feel me? I might not be that famous, but I'm definitely infamous. You will find me, look me up on YouTube under Cali West Miami. So everybody on X, you know what I'm saying? Everybody on Facebook, come into the YouTube side of things. Cause YouTube is who pay me. You feel me? YouTube is what's paying for these chicken sandwiches. You dig? Let's see if I can bring my camera down a little bit more. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely start promoting all the other lines I'm on, y'all. But anyway, enough about me, right? Let's talk about this Cardi B situation. No lie, I was trying to show the comments, y'all comments on the screen. You feel me? But I don't know what happened. All right, I'll probably just do that in the beginning. I'll probably do that later, right? That's not important at this moment, right? You know, I'm sure everybody can see what y'all saying on YouTube anyway. But I would like everybody to, be able to, say what they gotta say in the comments, even on the screen. But anyway, let's go back, to the Cardi B side of things, all right? And JJ Dude says, I agree with being proactive. Yes, being proactive, because guess what? One thing, repeat this. It does say in the Bible that we will have our tribulations, right? So with that being said, there's always going to be something bad that's going to happen. You feel me? Something bad is always going to happen. And guess what? You kind of look back in your life, you're kind of like, man, I done survived worse things. You feel me? I done survived. Hey, shit, at 45, I can honestly say that I've been through probably worse things, and there's nothing to fear but, I'm saying, but God. You feel me? So, yeah. But anyway, let's talk about this Cardi B situation, right? Because I feel that it's actually really comedy. Because a lot of women, especially black women, were basically, propping, Cardi B up for basically getting with a new man. Because unfortunately, in the black community, or lack thereof, it's better off. You're better off instead of bowing down to that man, doing what she has to do for that man. She'd rather just go and be with another man. Hey, and guess what? Unfortunately, to say this, they do have a choice to do that. Unfortunately, we don't have to be the ones to take them back or to go and marry up these single mothers who making these poor decisions and breaking up their household. Because Cardi B got money and she still did that. Now that being said, now Jay-Z do say, hey, there's no shame in praying for help to prepare for the times ahead. Hey, repeat this. You should definitely stay prayed up. But remember, God helped those who help themselves too. So, you gotta pray. I do pray. You gotta at least, put, you gotta put words into action, right? Because I don't think praying alone ever helped anyone. I believe it's a combination of, being prepared as well, right? You gotta be prepared to get your blessings, right, JJ Diesel? Definitely gotta be prepared to get your lessons, bro. You dig?
My nigga.
Now, anyway, with that being said, let's talk about this Cardi B situation, right? Now, let's see here. Where is it at? So I got an article. And it's from All Hip Hop. So we're going to read on what their take is, and then I'm going to give y'all my take. Because let's just be real, y'all. I actually told y'all my opinion. I would say probably over a month ago, I told y'all. I already told y'all, how this was going to turn out. And I also mentioned about the fact that, Stefon Diggs was hanging out with Offset and basically looked like he basically backdoored himself into fucking this man's baby mama, bro. Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. Yo, that's a cold thing, bro. That's a cold thing. Because see, what's messed up about, here's one thing about ruining a happy home. The guy who ruined it, he could always, get the hot rag, wipe himself off and be done with her. Unfortunately, Offset, he's going to deal with her for the rest of her life. No. Y'all think, just because the 18 years child support and all that. No. But just because now they're adults, no. Whenever his kids decide to get pregnant or decide to, get married and get someone else pregnant, she's going to be there, the grandma. She's going to be the abuela, who's going to be the one being a nag and still being that bitch. Trust me. Let me write this comment section since we got time. Now, Jay-Z says, yes, faith without acts are dead. And he also says the law of sowing and reaping is real. 100. All right. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna talk about this Cardi B situation. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, so all right. Let's see here. Now it says Cardi B deletes Stefon Diggs from her Instagram, sparking breakup rumors amid album push. Right? Says Cardi B deleted all photos of Stefon Diggs from her Instagram, sparking breakup speculation as she ramps up promotion for her upcoming album, Am I the Drama? Very fitting. Let's see here. Now it says, of course, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs were just all the rage. The soft launch that included butt slaps has seemingly ended in the deletion of all traces of the NFL wide receiver from Instagram. The short-lived romance may already be over just weeks after the pair made their relationship public. Damn, bruh.
Emotional damage.
Now, the Bongos rapper and New England Patriots star appeared smitten. In early June, she was swept off her feet doing a $12,000 night getaway to France's Chateau de Fargebelle. The medieval castle stay was a fairy tale flex. We thought they were in this thing for the long haul. But now, the fantasy might be fading. Every post featuring Diggs has vanished from Cardi B's Instagram feed. Gone.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Now, it does appear that, Diggs currently still has Cardi B on his page. That inbounds has people wondering what is truly going on. Now, it's actually funny to say that because, y'all can go on my Cali West Miami page and y'all can probably still see pictures of me and my ex on there. You feel me? Here's the thing, man. We tend to, when breakups happen, we tend to keep the pictures of the woman. Because here's the thing. The pictures is almost just a memory of the time of the situation. We don't always necessarily just delete the pictures. You feel me? I even believe that even happens even in cases where even you might even fall up with a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we tend to, we kind of just more into the fact that we had the picture of the situation. And because even when me and somebody else breaks up, I don't necessarily always, I might have a grudge to them to some degree. But to some degree, I don't always delete their pictures from my life or even from my page. But women tend to because they want to hide their hurt. Because the one reason why women are deleting pictures is because they're embarrassed. Like, obviously things didn't work out the way she wanted, and guess what? Now she's trying to just, it hurts to look at that page and see this, right? Now it says the Instagram purge coincides with Cardi's album rollout. On June 20, she dropped Outside, her first solo single in over a year. The pro-women anthem debuted at number 10 at the Billboard Hot 100 and serves as the lead single to Am I the Drama. Can you believe this is only her sophomore album? Cardi admitted in the live series that she wrote Outside in a fit of rage. I'm 100% confident with this album. I just don't think what I got is out there. She also revealed that the previous smashes like WAP and Up will be included. Some fans wanted those oldies on the album. All right, because you know what? Think about it. Cardi B has only dropped one album. Yeah. Like now, I mean, not that I keep up with Cardi B like that, but yeah, she has only dropped one album. I didn't hear about that single, but I don't know. You know, I don't be always paying attention to stuff. Could this be a promotion strategy? Erasing Dick from social media could shift attention back to her music. It also could be her rebound, bouncing in another direction. For now, the missing photos have become a subplot to Cardi's most recent narrative. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just looks like they just broke the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. Hey, these relationships don't last very long, especially relationships that stem from basically deceit. I mean, shit, she was fucking a man when she was pregnant with another man's child. Yo, Stefon, I think it was XL Pro. I think he might have mentioned to me. I don't know. I think he might have said to me when we was talking earlier. I think he mentioned something like, she, what I'm saying, hopefully she ain't pregnant. Hey, if she's pregnant by Stefon Diggs, yo, that is all bad for her, bruh. All bad.
Nasty bitch.
Cause she's gonna be a 2-time baby daddy loser, bro. At that point, so we're gonna see. Shit, Quavo, shit, ain't he still fucking Stefon Pics, either his ex-girlfriend or his baby mama?
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Well, salute to Offset for wavering in the storm.
My nigga.
Right. And he still got a lawsuit, you know what I'm saying, for that alimony.
Gotcha.
Cardi B is gonna be in for some shit, boy. I'll tell you that much.
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
I meant to say,
this is a sick Negro.
Well, let's see here. XO. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, let me see here. Yeah. Let's see here. JD just says, one more thing I want to say about the sign of the times. All right, bro. Because we still talk about this relationship situation. So, we're going to get back to that. Because I'm trying to stick on the subject at hand. I do appreciate the what's the word? I do appreciate the religious astuteness, but we got to stay on subject. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to come in and they want to hear about this chick Cardi B situation for at least the first 20 to 30 minutes. Now, JGD says, I find it very hard to feel sorry for Cardi B. Why would you feel for, you can't feel sorry. I mean, I know that's just play of words, but why would anyone feel sorry for her? That's exactly what she chose. You feel me? She got what she did. Look, you know what I find that's really comical about this is the fact she literally broke up with one cheater. One dude that she claims that, she was cheating. He's a cheater to get with another cheater. I mean, shit. Stefon Diggs wasn't even a cheater. He don't even have a girlfriend. He literally could do whatever the fuck he wants as a single man. But what was she gonna do? Get a single man to let go of his being a bachelor? Yo, Stefon Diggs could have got married or got him a girlfriend a long time ago. He didn't need Cardi B to go get with. I mean, yeah, he probably enjoyed having sex with her. Cause I ain't gonna lie, say what y'all want, but Cardi B, she looks like she could definitely be good in bed. Most strippers and most women a woman of the night are very good in bed. You know what I'm saying? That's not really, it's not necessarily mean that that's her worth as a woman, but hey, that's just her worth as that woman to him. You feel me? And yo, he probably had enough fun and he probably done with that shit. Because think about it. Man, monogamy is really, really, really not for the faint heart. Especially for a man and shit. And I can even say most definitely even for a woman too. Because you gotta pick and choose, you know, what she's willing to, you know, what she's willing to go, you know, what she's willing to risk to be in a relationship with a man. Or, you know, but guess what? Girls just want to have fun, right? Girls just want to have fun. Now, with that being said, talk about girls just want to have fun. Let's hear what this sister got to say about dating younger men. So mind you, you know, you would think, you know, a lot of these chicks, you know, they're pushing like 40 plus, you know, they should be trying to settle down and try to get with a dude, right? Shit.
For you at 21 years old. The 40.
Oh, hold up.
You went around about 15,000 times.
Hold up. Shit, when you see a woman start giving the woman other trouble, you know she's talking some bullshit, right?
They are more willing to listen, more willing to do what it do. Okay? The old men, y'all. We got a problem, y'all. We got a problem. Come on in, because I love y'all. Y'all are coming to us with some, what do we got for y'all?
So your question is,
am I supposed to take these young guys
the YNs doing it for you,
y'all? Because I feel like I'm robbing a cradle. I'm about to be 47 years old.
Oh! Okay, now these YNs, how old are they?
21, and my oldest child is 25.
I think that's too large of an age gap. It's like you're gonna control that person. They don't know any better yet.
I totally dismiss that baby, but those are the ones. Up-year-old, ones that are.
What does he have to offer you at 21 years old?
The 40 and up-year-old men are like treating women like prostitutes. Let's just be honest.
Okay, are they treating women like prostitutes, or they treating you like a prostitute?
Let Kitty talk. Let Kitty talk. Let Kitty talk.
I don't play with men.
Hold on, we gotta let the panelists talk now.
Let her cook.
Let her cook.
Oh Jesus! I'm trying to sugarcoat it, but I don't know how. Baby, the way you came to this microphone and started talking showed me exactly why these 47 and up year olds are not dealing with you.
They're approaching.
They're approaching, but they're not sticking. We don't care about the approach. Anybody can approach anybody that got something between their legs. They not sticking. Why are they not sticking? Look at the way that you came to eat.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Let's go back to what JJ Diesel says, just so we can catch up, because I do want to read all the chats. He said, one more thing I would like to say is the sign of the times. I believe that 7 bold judgment has started. The 13th flood in China, 20th flood in Texas, and the Colorado River turns blood red. All right. Now it says sharp increase in tornadoes and bad storms since the last solar eclipse of April 8th last year. Then he says, I find it very hard to feel sorry for Cardi B. That's my point about Cardi B. And he says that blonde hair explains a lot. LOL, facts. Well, hey, that goes back to one of the Righteous Sphere 101. That goes to one of the Righteous Sphere 101 rules is the fact that I always tell y'all boys, if y'all see that how a woman wears her hairstyle, it definitely goes hand in hand in what type of guy that she wants to date. Now, this is gonna sound kind of crazy, but just because a woman necessarily has a weave doesn't mean that she doesn't like black men. Let's just say her having a weave, doesn't necessarily, but guess what? You can't be surprised when a woman with a weave, a woman with a blonde wig ends up getting with a white man, whether he's a bottom show Brad or not over you, because it's a telltale sign, right? Now, JJ Diesel Cowboy Traveler 79 says dirty catch Bazin needs to be hammered out at some point. Well, he said dirty catch Bassin needs to be hammered out at some point. Oh, that is true. That is technically true. I mean, we can't keep procreating with the type of woman we don't like. So, I definitely could agree to that to a degree. I could definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? With that testimony. Now, so there's a third part to this little video too, which I'll, want to try and play in order. As a matter of fact, I think I got all of them 3 up. Oh, I had to put one down because I had to do something. Hold up. I think this is it, right? I think this is it right here.
The question you read around about 15,000 times. Anybody with the intellect can see that on a mental level of maturity, you are not there. So where these men, these 47-year-olds who lead and have things going for themselves are going to land on that. And that's the reason why you're attracting these YNs, because these YNs want you to mother them. They don't care about nothing else. They found a mother in you because you had something to prove. At the level that you are on the spiritual maturity level, on the intellectual maturity level, on the emotional maturity level, just by the way that you talk, I work with people every single day, is the reason why it's not sticking. So before we get to this microphone and say next time, why are these 40-something-year-old men not doing this, and why are these 25-something-year-old men doing this, we need to go ahead and take that mirror, that God-given mirror, and look at ourselves and ask that question, why? That's all.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Emotional damage.
Ooh, somebody told her. Sheesh. Yeah, is it true? Right, because here's the thing. What can I think about it? I don't care if one woman want to go date younger men either, but just think about it. The younger man is only eventually going to go. He can go seek greener pastures. He did. I'm going to say this right now. I done messed with a few couple old chicks who had some pretty good boom boom. But messing with a chick, who's 20 years younger than her, man, they'll have to really, really, really reconsider. And not only that, but why deal with a chick who's 47 and she has the mind of a 17-year-old? Might as well get with a chick who's 21. Why don't you get with an underage 21-year-old? That way, you can still be legal. Shit. Hey, there's some 21-year-olds who may be a little bit more mature than some of these 47-year-old bros. Hey, women do not mature past the age of 16. Straight up and down. They really do. They might not have to play house and play office, but when it all comes down to logic, they have the logic of a 14-year-old. Straight up and down, bro.
Really him. You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Yeah. I definitely like, even though them chicks is some post-war unmarried chicks themselves, guess what? Sometimes it takes people who have made the mistake to tell you about the mistakes that you're doing, right? Now, XO Pro sent me a video earlier that I do want to play. And it's something I've been seeing, but he finally got me to actually post it and talk about it. It's a short clip that's been going around on social media. And it's about black men dating white women, or just actually it's really about interracial dating. Oh, here we go. Shout out to XO Pro.
Walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman. There's a weakness in him. Ooh. Something in him is weak.
What? Okay.
When I see a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know that sits behind that, I think, oh, she must have got she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
You can't make this shit up, people.
Bruh.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh! Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Now you see. Now you see.
You have cooned so bad that they damn near need to put your face in the dictionary next to the word coon. I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for Coons.
JJ Diesel says, Cash Basin is a drain up the corner from the streets. I was just being sarcastic about Jam City chick, LOL. But hey, there's a reason why I posted her up, you feel me? So, salute to you, dog. Hey, trust me. I didn't know that's the reference what you mean, but you definitely get it. The reason why I like Jam Ram City ladies is because you can look at her and tell that she used to be like a little hottie back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at this. She'll probably still get it at on a late night. But, you know what I'm saying? She know a lot because she done been around, you know what I'm saying? She been that hoe, you dig?
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
JJ Diesel says, when I see a black woman with a white man, I feel relieved to know the truth about her. She's not qualified for a black man. LOL. You know, hey, you know what? I have to be honest with you. Yo, that was actually kind of funny, but it's really, hey, that's one way to look at it. That's one way to look at it.
My nigga.
Me, to be honest with you, bro, I don't even give it that much thought, bro. I don't care if a white woman want to date a white man. Here's the thing. I'm all about interracial dating. I would never tell a white man not to date a black woman. I would never tell a black woman not to date a black man not to date a white woman. Look, I'm all about equal opportunity. But just know, if it don't work out with him, don't think it's going to work out the fuck out with me. And to be honest with you, that's whether she, repeat this, and I'm just keeping it real. I'll say this much. If I knew a black girl dated equally, I probably wouldn't even care. But if she only dated white guys, or I tried to get with her, but she wanted a white guy first, Oh, ain't no doubling back trying to get back with me after the fact. Nah. And the truth is, that goes for any race of women, to be honest. A black woman could pick me up for another black man. Shit, I ain't gonna fuck with her like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she better just want him dick because there ain't gonna be no relationship. Oh, shit. A Miami man comes through. He said, I find more bitter than death a woman who is a snare, who is the heart of a trap, and whose hands are chains. Ecclesiastes 7. Hey, you and JJ Diesel, y'all both love that Ecclesiastes. I'm not butchering the name of the word of the chapter, but yeah, y'all boy love some Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna have to really check that out for real because that's Ecclesiastes. I don't really know much about that chapter, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. JJ said, "Yep, I read that. Read on from verse 26 to 28 at Miami Man." Okay. Well, one of these days, we're gonna really have we're gonna have a real verse down one day. You feel me? Now, I do want to run that video back one more time. This is kind of dissect what she's actually saying, yo.
If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him. Ooh.
So, yo, she says she sees a black man walking down the street with a white woman. There's a weakness in him. What if he's just attracted to white women? What if it's like, have you heard about like, it's like, I don't know if y'all remember that Secret commercial, right? Y'all remember, y'all children of the 80s and the 90s. Yo, y'all remember they had the Secret commercial and they used to say, strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman? Remember that? So it's like, you know, it's like a black man. He's strong enough to deal with a black woman, but guess what? You know, he'd rather just choose to deal with a white woman because guess what? You know, a white woman's just good enough. You don't like, you know, even though he could deal with a black woman, he's just gonna deal with a white woman. He's gonna deal with a woman who wants to make his life easier, not to challenge him. You dig? Now, the Miami Man said the good book was the original RP. Facts. Still is. JJ Jesus says I agree at Miami Man. No doubt, man. Facts.
Ooh. Something in him is weak.
What?
Now here's the thing too. You know it's crazy because I hate to say this. She's technically right. There is, I guess, a weakness in that black man. Guess what? The weakness to rather be with nice pink toes and not be dealing with no black 304 who think that she's all that. That's what it is.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
I'm not saying that all black women are 304s because they're not. But usually the women who have that mentality are usually ran through women. They're usually women who are a headache. Because I'm going to just say this right now. A woman who does not have much experience with men, don't y'all notice that they're very easy to deal with? Why? Because they haven't been hurt. They haven't had the trauma. We all know about that girl that we was in at junior high, high school, maybe even college. This is a little more laissez-faire, just nonchalant, just kind of aloof. It's a little bit more easy going to deal with. You know, you're not dealing with someone's past trauma, whatever, you know, what have you. So yes, you know, a lot of black women tend to, have trauma. And guess what? A lot of that trauma is self-inflicted. Because, I mean, women could go try to say, oh, black men this and, the oppressor that and all that. Yeah, whatever. Oh, shit, my bad. Here we go.
Okay.
When I see a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know that sits behind that, I think, oh, she must have got she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
Now, what I find ironic is, I mean, shit. If you ask Dr. Umar, you feel me? She a sellout. You feel me? But you know what's ironic? Well, I take that back. I'm not gonna quote Dr. Umar because Dr. Umar, for ironically, doesn't give black women too much. He doesn't give her too much. He don't give black women too much smoke for dating white men. Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all noticed that? Dr. Umar does not give black women that much trouble for dating white men. Here's the thing, like I said, with that being said, it's ironic that she's not a sellout. She's not a divester. You know? And here's another thing, too. And that white, here's the thing. And like I said, just like I told y'all earlier, I don't care if a black woman want to date a white man. Shit. As far as I know, she could have been dating white men all her life. I have a cousin who dated white men all her life. You know? And I don't think anything against her. I just know that she grew up in an environment that wasn't conducive to dating black men. Like, you know, if you grew up with white women and white girls and white boys all your life, what else are you going to be attracted to? Right? But unfortunately, black men, we're not given that same grace. Now, JJD says Proverbs 11:22, a beautiful woman lacking modesty and discretion is like fine gold ring in a pig's snout. Then he also says Proverbs 14:1, a wise woman builds her house while a foolish woman tears hers down by her own efforts, aka Cardi B. Miami says 100. Hell, man, you know, we be keeping these real raps over here. But yo, can y'all, I don't know if y'all, you know what I'm saying, for everybody who is tuning in on YouTube, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or whether you're on X, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Come on, y'all. Yeah, I need y'all additional support. Yes, Lord. Any of y'all on X, y'all can feel free to come to the YouTube side of things. Cali, West Miami. It ain't hard to find. You punch me into the search bar. I will come up. I will come up. Y'all say, show your boy some love. Show your boy some love. Also, don't feel shy to hit up that Cash App, $ Cali West 1. Come on, y'all. Turn up for me for this 4th of July weekend. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just kind of just crazy how these same chicks, see, here's the thing. The truth is, what black women want to do, especially with her and her big old nose. You know, not that anything's wrong with her having a big old nose, because, you know, I don't think it's anything bad about her nose, but it's just so crazy that you see women with Afrocentric genes, they get mad when black men are dating white women, but then she has no problem with a black woman dating a white man. Why? Because guess what? She would date that white man. She would date that white man. It is that, unfortunately, that's kind of why a lot of women wanted to wear weaves in corporate America, because they want to be able to attract that white man. JJD says, I compare women who have tattoos to cattle with brands. That's with body piercings to hags. Certain rims is like that on a hog. It's there to keep it from making rust in the ground. Facts. As a matter of fact, look at these chicks. These chicks are definitely susceptible with wearing bras. Look at them.
If I'm walking down the street and I see a black man with a white woman, there's a weakness in him. Ooh. Something in him is weak.
What? Okay.
When I see a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know that sits behind that, I think, oh, she must have got she's tired. Like, she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
You can't make this shit up, people.
Yo, this is the type of woman that y'all really want to date. But that's why Coach Rick Adams says, go to the JUCO. You might as well, if you're gonna deal with a chick, You're gonna deal with a 3 or 4. Just deal with a young one, man. You know, these chicks are stuck in their ways. They knee deep in their feminism. And that's kind of one of the reasons why a lot of black men date white women. Because, and one, if you're going to date with a woman who has a blonde wig in her hair, you might as well date with a white woman. And then two, I hate to say this, even though white women are being affected by feminism as well, not as much as black women in the community, man. Because guess what? Black women have been raised and ingrained in feminism, bro, from an early age.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know, here's the thing. I'm not saying that Coach Greg Adams says it all the time. Kaylee turns and Karens. I get that. But here's the thing. You'd rather let a Kaylee turn to a Karen. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? This is when they get to like past 25, past 30, they get really nasty themselves, bro. For real.
Emotional damage.
Mm-hmm. J.J. Diesel Traveler 79 Smith says the oppressor created feminism. He did. And he pushed it towards a woman. As a matter of fact, there's a guy that a lot of people don't like. What's that dude's name? Alex Jones. They don't like Alex Jones because, you know, a lot of things that he says, you know, I guess, you know, we could agree that, you know, somebody could say something that's true, then we could not agree with them or everything. But Alex Jones mentioned that when he said that his family was really from the South as well. And he said that even in the South, he said even on certain plantations, he said they would even make the black woman be the boss of other white men as well. And she was usually fat and black. And as a woman. But they just put black women in charge, like, you know, in the workforce and certain, like on these like fields and stuff. They'll put a fat black woman as the boss of even white men back in the day. That's what Alex Jones said. Now, you know, Alex Jones, he wasn't from this time, but he said that's what his father told him. His father told him that they even put black women in charge of white men in certain plantations. But that's crazy, bro. I wonder if they kind of did that to kind of maybe, you know, to basically like, you know, what's the thing when to kind of like promote, to maybe motivate, white men to not really like black women, to maybe prevent interracial dating or something. I don't know. I wonder what's the psychology behind that putting a black woman over a white man. That's weird. But he even said that even the white men remember that, big fat black women were very, very, very mean, bro. I don't know how we got on that, but we've been done with the famous event a long time ago. So y'all in here coming in, y'all might as well go ahead to the beginning of the video. You know what I'm saying? We already did the main event. That's the first thing that Cali West does when he tunes in. I thought this was actually kind of funny. What his young man says. Check this out.
Your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Ooh, we're not very compatible.
What the hell?
You know what they say about Scorpios?
Is this what racism's like?
Racism? I'm not being racist.
Yeah, you kinda are. You're judging me based on the way I was born. I can't control it. Prejudice. That's kind of racist to me. Listen up, ladies. Shut up for 1 second. Listen up, ladies. You're actually racist.
Gotcha, ladies.
Gotcha, lady.
Gotcha, lady.
Yo. Ask Kanye, bruh.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
That is actually kind of prejudice, right? It's not racist per se, but it's definitely kind of a prejudice, a preconceived prejudice. Because just because somebody's a zodiac sign you like doesn't mean that they have all the good traits of that zodiac sign. Sometimes they more exhibit the negative traits of that zodiac sign than anything else. Right? So, can't be putting all your faith into that.
Nasty bitch.
Well, yeah, she didn't like that because he had a point. He actually had a point. As a matter of fact, some chick said some shit the other day. I forgot where it was. I think I got a video of that where she was body shaming. I thought I played that the other day where she was talking about somebody's lips. Yeah, I played that video the other day. Some chick was talking about this guy's lips was too small. But then he was like, well, we start talking about the weight, and then that'll be an issue. Because she was kind of, black woman, but she was kind of on the chunky side. She was a little more, she was like, she wasn't El Gordo fat, but she was definitely really overly thick. Oh, I forgot what happened right here, but we got to run it anyway. Let's get it.
Their kids based off how they feel about the mother. If they don't like the mother, they're going to make co-parenting hard. If they don't like the mother, they're going to give the least amount of help as possible. If they don't like the mother, they'll just go start another family with another woman up the street or leave the state. They'll help another woman take care of her kids before he takes care of his own because he does not like that kid's mother. So yes, men do tend to treat their kids based off how they feel about the mother. The amount of men that actually feel as though co-parenting and being an active father is a blessing to a single mother is crazy. They feel as though a lot of them should be grateful that they are even there. They should be happy with the little 25 funky ass dollars that they give every other week. A lot of them really believe that them being involved in the child's life is their choice.
First of all, that sounds like a certain set of people that I would say I know, right? And it's not men. Women tend to be the one who makes the situation difficult because they don't like the father. The decisions that they make when they do not like the father hurts the kid. And they don't care.
Yo, and she's right. She's right. Now, JJ Diesel says she just proved his point. Now, hey, it's true. Hey, it's true. Certain people take on certain traits. And I must say, it's usually the women who usually take on that stance. I hate to say this, but there are some men who are bitch made and who have female tendencies, mama's boy, maybe saying a product of a single mom, who have done this to their kids as well. Where, just because now they get with a new woman, they don't care about the other kid because the other relationship went sour. I know it doesn't happen often. Usually men are pretty resilient. Usually men are pretty good and still caring about the kid, even if it's with another woman. But guess what? There are some men who are bitch made enough to discard their children simply because they don't like the mother. And that is a bitch ass made ass shit. Might not happen often, but it does every now and then. So yeah, they both got a point. The truth is that the chick on the top, she's kind of more deflecting the fact that it's usually women who usually do that. I'll say maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 men probably pull that bullshit, ever. But it's usually women who do that, but guess what? There are some men. I will not dispute it. I've actually seen people do some stupid shit like that. Well, take care of another person's kid more than their own kid, or take care of their new kid more than the original kids. So, shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. Now, let me go to the comment section real quick. Now he said, JJD says it was to divide our race of women against us men, as most of them are. They were stupid enough to fall for it. Now the system is turning against them. Facts. Because they're trying to cut out, because they cut down with that welfare shit. That welfare and that Section 8 shit, man, you're going to see a lot of that. Unfortunately, y'all, but I can see, look. I remember back in the 80s and stuff like that, you see a lot more homeless women, but you always see more men than women. So guess what? It's going to go back to that time where you can start seeing homeless women more than, the usual. Because guess what? These Section 8 benefits ain't really lasting for very long. Now, Jesus says, what does it say? The purpose of feminism is to create genocide against our people, and most of women fell for it. I agree. These also says, I'm glad I don't have any kids by these selfish, reprobate-minded, evil, cold, calculating witches. Facts. He said, this is Isaiah 3:16 and 26 being fulfilled before our very eyes. Yeah, man. It's definitely, I you know what? One way I look at life is, it was always hard one way or another. It's just about how you handle adversity. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, there are things that people were dealing with in biblical times. I would say was probably 10 times worse than what we're dealing with now. At least we have opportunity to still make money and stuff like that. Things, and not have to watch people get beheaded that kind of street and stuff like that. So, sometimes we gotta take things in stride. But yeah, it's I will not argue. I will not deny. You know what I'm saying? How shit really is.
It's an evil world we live in.
Now, let's see here. What else I got to show y'all? Oh, I don't know what this is, but we better play it in.
In 3 countries in North America.
I don't think there's no countries in North America.
Whoa, is North America not a country in itself?
What the fuck is North America?
Is Europe one?
No!
I thought we in North America right now, in the United States.
Okay, so that's...
So Nevada.
The United States of America. That's it.
That's gotta be racist.
North America. Okay, Brazil.
I thought America was a country.
I need a better question.
America is a country.
Alaska.
Who?
Canada, U.S., Canada, Mexico, America, like us, Mexico, and Canada. Africa? No. Canada, United States, Australia.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yo, can I ask you a question? I always thought Mexico was part of Central America, but I guess it could be technically by default part of North America because California was part of Mexico at one point in time, right? But if they would have asked me the question, even though the man got it right more than the man, most of the men all got it right. All but one man got it right. But my answer would have been United States, it would have been Canada, and Greenland. Because Greenland is in North America. See, a lot of people kind of forget about that. Remember Donald Trump was talking about annexing Greenland, remember? Why do you think he was trying to annex Greenland? Because Greenland is part of North America, and Greenland has a lot of natural resources and stuff. But nobody said Greenland. But Greenland would have been one of my choices. By far. Now, but yeah, man. Yo, but they say, mind you, they say they're the most educated. They're the most educated. Wrong. You're the most enrolled, the most in debt.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But they're gonna keep on pushing the line of fantasy and the facade. All right, what else I got for y'all? Yo, I thought this was funny, bro. But I had to show this, y'all. Check this out.
Yeah, man. Tell them everybody this is busy signal, as I say. And everybody know me, who don't know me, see me. Yeah, man, I'm the same one, man. Atten. Respect KFC and we not sell out. Tell we about the wings we always buy out. No matter we are yard or abroad, KFC we represent right there to Jamaica. In the KFC right now, cause we're afraid. Line long and round the whole stores like we represent all over the world. Jamaica right there, so we in here. Jamaica love. We wanna feel Jamaica. I wanna represent the people of Jamaica. 50 years KFC, I celebrate Jamaica. Hey, Jamaica love, KFC, Jamaica love. I wanna represent the people of Jamaica. Representing, yo, KFC. Represent when you're born. From the time we jump, when I'm about that man, still a hustle out of my guan. KFC of the link to the link, for connect Canadian, American, England. Let's show some, when they're from the north, some of my visit first on you. Hey, KFC, dig up the foundation. All the man, so we have ambition. I'm blast out all the money back in the street, and the young guns and ammunition. Hey, tell them straight, me say show with the hand. Represent where you stand. Me say big up KFC. Look how the line long, and me say Jamaica love. We wanna feel Jamaica.
Bruh. Yo. Bruh. Brother. Ninja. Yo.
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
This is a sick Negro.
I'm always embarrassed to even say that I'm Jamaican, bro.
Emotional damage.
Was he really just... Was he busting the reggaeton? Was he really busting the dance all about some chicken, bro? Really, dog? Really, bro?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Silence, you funny fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
Yo, you know what almost took me out though? Was when I was watching this shit, and there was the one dude in the crowd, and look how he looked. Where is he at? The one dude in the crowd walked away shaking his head. Where's it at? Oh, here it goes. Look at him. This nigga's like, what the hell's going on, bro? Look at him. Bruh.
This is a sick Negro.
Bruh. Whew. Boy. Yo, isn't it a Boondocks episode about this shit right here, bro? Yo, I think there's a Boondocks episode that's literally about what happened right here, bro. This nigga really got on the stage and was like, about some KFC motherfucking chicken, bro. Yo.
Some of y'all say he go too hard. It ain't that bad. Oh, yes, it is. Now you see. Now you see.
You have cooned so bad that they damn near need to put your face in the dictionary next to the word coon. I'm going to hospitalize you coons because I care about you. The Dr. Papa Mental Health Hospital for Coons.
He
ain't lying.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Yeah, that was shameful. That was definitely shameful, bro. He was really rapping about some chicken, bro. Oh, you know, we was just talking about interracial dating, right? Look what this white woman has to say about interracial dating.
Think that the black man and the white woman just liked each other. Y'all want to know why we like y'all's black men? Because they not y'all's black men. They're not. You don't know shit. You know, way back in the day, since we gotta go way back there. You know how we were separated and there was some still sneaky stuff going on, right? But as you know, things evolved, got better. We started to mingle together, and that made a lot of us white and black folk happy. It did. And then we got to mingle together even more, and I think that the black man and the white woman just liked each other. I just think they liked each other. And you're mad about it? That's crazy.
Emotional damage.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Yo, is she lying? Is she lying? Because think about it. There's a lot of vitriol in that one statement about when, black men date white women.
Down the street and I see a black man with a white woman. There's a weakness in him. Ooh. Something in him is weak.
What? Okay.
When I see a black woman with a white man, despite all the historical context that we know that sits behind that, I think, she must have got she's tired. Like she must have got so fed up that she's getting to rest now.
You can't make this shit up, people.
Amazing. Now, when you flip it on his head, and this is talk about why. I mean, not the sisters. The white women say why they, white women decide to say why they choose to date black men. Saying the truth hurts.
Think that the black man and the white woman just liked each other. Y'all want to know why we like y'all's black men? Because they not y'all's black men. They're not. You don't know shit. Way back in the day. Since we gotta go way back there. You know how we were separated and there was some still sneaky stuff going on, right? But as you know, things evolved, got better. We started to mingle together, and that made a lot of us white and black folk happy. It did. And then we got to mingle together even more, and I think that the black man and the white woman just liked each other. I just think they liked each other. And you're mad about it?
Hey, what you gotta say, sisters? What y'all gotta say?
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah. I'm all game for it.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Now, Cardi White says, they are welcome to have them. Just send the white man over, please. Oh, okay. See, I guess you didn't hear the part where, Cali West said he doesn't care about interracial dating. I actually don't mind when black women date white men, See, the thing is, just don't be mad when we do it. Because that's usually how it is. We usually get a lot of trouble from, from black women and black men alike, especially black men who can't date white women. Now, my boy, a man support man comes through. He says, salute to Cali West and everyone in the chat. He said, these type of females couldn't handle what I can tell them. Facts. Okay. So, Cardi, you're white. Why does anyone have to send a white man to you? Why you don't just already have one? See, if you don't already have one, maybe that's part of the problem. Because the black women that I know who date white men, they usually have experience dating white men, or they have experience being around white people. You know what I'm saying? So the divestiture trick doesn't always work, but hey, give it a try. You feel me? I would never stop you. I would never stop you at all. Now, what else I got for y'all? Oh, see, look at this. Cardi White says, I've had them. See, I'm not really so much care about what you had. If I told you I had a Ferrari, but I don't have it anymore, would it matter? So you tell me you have had a white boy. Here's nothing to. You didn't have them. They had you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're the receivers of your poom poom. You're the givers of said poom poom. Right? So keep that in mind. The fact that you don't have a serious relationship, you're not married, and you don't currently have one says a lot. But I do appreciate you adding to that. She says, I'm too old now. I don't know. I don't even know if it's just, well, I mean, hey, you said it, I didn't. But I do appreciate you keeping it real, though. Hey, you know, that's what's up. We definitely appreciate our female viewers here, you know what I'm saying, in the righteous sphere. Well, this chick, I guess this nurse decided that she was going to come on the show, and that popped the balloon show. Look at everybody's reaction.
Rejected by every man because she is a nurse, but what happened next left her completely heartbroken.
What's your name?
Imani.
Then what do you do?
I'm a travel nurse, travel RN.
Okay, nice. And what are you looking for in a man?
I'm looking for a dominant man.
Okay.
Someone who's masculine and can fit my submissiveness.
So we did get some balloons popped here.
I popped because I heard travel RNs, you know what I mean?
You don't like nurses?
They just like flight attendants to me. They trying to meet people everywhere they go and all that shit. I used to mess with one and kind of all over the place, so I can't do that.
She just reminds me of an ex. That ex is actually a nurse, a traveling nurse too, so I was like, oh, hell no.
The nurses are not getting love today.
That was like the most stress I ever had in my life, and I'll never do it again, so I don't mess with nurses.
I popped because of the traveling nurse. I'm done with that. It came with a lot of pain.
That is, unfortunately, all of the balloons popped.
No one likes
today.
Yo, let's just be real. Well, here's this thing. Pop is called Pop the Balloon or Find Love, right? So let's just be real. You know, y'all remember I interviewed Luke RP. You feel me? He was on the Pop the Balloon show and another young brother. And, you know, they kind of mentioned the fact that, you know, they wasn't really kind of seeing that chick, even though, you know, I guess they could have either just hit, you know, they said that a lot of men was on there just kind of smashing the, you know, get them skins, right? But he was like, some dudes really was looking for chicks who really was on that. And they really wasn't that relationship type. They wasn't even going to even give her the fantasy that, you know, he'll even want to smash. So yes, a lot of these brothers, even though they know that they might not find love, they're just being realistic on their views. And they're standing in the square because she's a good looking chick, you know what I'm saying? For a dark skinned chick. I mean, I'm not saying that dark skinned chicks are ugly, but I'm just saying like she look good for, you know, I just kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all know me. Y'all know I got a thing for a good looking dark skinned woman, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of one of my flavors, even though I'm an equal opportunity employer. But it's something about a dark skinned chick who look good. But, you know, she looked good. You know what I'm saying? She looked good. She got a nice body. You feel me? She ain't saying about having no kids, but that traveling nurse, you know, she's definitely a 304. Now, Cardi White says, Cardi White says, I was the married one, but he died. Wow. Sorry to hear that. Daphne Joseph says, Callie, what's up, DJ? What's up? Then Jay Deals come through and says, hey there at DJ. And then DJ says, Callie, some shit happened earlier. This dude was married to his wife. He had kids by her. The wife slept with another dude and gave him the shits. Now the wife still sleeping with the shits, dude. Oh, man, that's how that's how I be. Hey, Justin, that's how I be. That's kind of one of the things why they tell, you know, men to try to get with, you know, a chick who just doesn't have that much trauma, or a younger chick, because when you deal with a chick, especially when it's an older man, you still got to deal with the fact that she still has her ex-boyfriend who she really, you know, is still in love with, maybe her ex-husband, her baby daddy, you know. What about the homie that she went to school with? who had never really had a relationship, it was just like a fuck thing. Yo, let's just be real. Like CJ was talking about this the other day, and he had a point. Like, you be thinking about you had to worry about the ex-boyfriend, but usually the ex-boyfriend, they usually burn their bridges with the ex-boyfriend. So it's usually not the ex-boyfriend you gotta worry about. You usually gotta worry about the homie lover friend. The dude who, you know, he doesn't have to give her a relationship. So, you know, at this point, it doesn't really matter whether he's in a relationship or not. You know, what they got going on is like eternal. Now, she said, I told dude to leave her. He wouldn't listen. Yeah, man, because you know what? He's all love struck right now. Sometimes men got to learn on their own, Daphne. JJ Jesus said, that's sad, that DJ. He said, this happened today, Kelly. He said he ain't leaving his wife. I told him she got the streets. Let her ass go. The man just take care of your kids. Yeah, but DJ, but you know what? It's kind of hard for a man to take advice from a woman. He'll have to either come to those terms on his own or he'll have to talk to a man. But I'm glad that you put the buzz in the ears of leave, because guess what? Sometimes, even though, you know, men don't always like to take advice from women, sometimes women give some good advice. And I think that as a woman, you're just being honest, because you know how women are when they don't give a fuck about a dude, because you're a woman. I ain't saying that you'll do some dirtbag shit like that, but you just know that what women are capable of. Now, she said, I seen his life like the celebrities, yo. Facts. Hey, that's why we speak on celebrities. Guess what? Celebrities is just regular people with money. That's all they are, just regular people with money. And yo, I appreciate all the love on X. Y'all make sure y'all press the like button on X. Y'all can come through on YouTube, Cali West Miami. You feel me? And show some love. Everyone on Facebook. You can come through and, you know what I'm saying, show your boy Cali West some love. Cali West Miami. Now, she said, how they hop to another dude. Man, well, we seen what Cardi B did. She was pregnant with Offset's baby, and she still went in and started smashing Stefon Diggs. And you know, we don't know this for sure; it's not confirmed. But Cardi B removed all her pictures of Stefon Diggs, so it's indication that that relationship didn't go as good as they thought they would. You feel me? Cardi B wanted to make it serious, but he's straight. And beat this. There's been rumors that she might be pregnant by this dude, but we gonna see. Now, Daphne Joseph says that shit fucked up. Fucked up, yo, for real. It is fucked up. Very fucked up. People, while learning this life, people don't care for you as much as you might think. And the thing is, too, man, that's why I always tell men, if you can, deal with a younger chick. And that's for more reasons than one. You could be superficial and like, okay, young girls, they're not as used and abused as, older women. But I'll even take it as far as the fact that a woman your age, she know more than you as far as dating dynamics. Like, if you didn't, like, for example, if you're 40 and you're dating a chick who's 40, when you're ready to go to the Bahamas, and you're ready to go, when you're ready to go to the Bahamas, and you're ready to finally go to Jamaica or whatever like that, right? Finally, you got that money, you finally making six figures, you finally got some decent money, you on your money mindset shit. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. You dating a 40-year-old chick? Guess what? She done been in Jamaica and all that already. She done been to, she done been to Noble and had Wagyu this, Wagyu that, and all this stuff. Shit that you never experienced in your fucking life until you was able to afford it. So you're just better off dealing with a 21, 22-year-old chick. That way y'all can kind of both have an experience together, right? Even with kids. Why deal with a chick who already had kids? When you could just, if you never had kids before, it's one thing, I guess, if you already had kids and then that chick had kids too, you don't want to do the fucking Brady Bunch thing. But, you know what I'm saying? If you're a man who ain't got a kid, why be with a chick who got kids? Why don't you start off fresh with a new? Get your money, and guess what? You can't get a younger chick because you can't try to get your money up. Trust me, you get your younger chick in no time. JJD, the Cowboy Trapper 79 Smith says, I have some serious trust issues. One of my ex cheated on me and caught the claps. 11 years later, she said she wished she could have a good man. It's still too late for that. She passed 2 years later. Oh, damn, man. I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Sheesh. Well, you know what? I guess that's karma. Sad. Now, a man, supported man said it's not effed up. A 304 going 304 things. You know what you're getting to dealing with a 304. Hey, you know what? I will say this much. Some people are just aloof and just oblivious to things. Probably a younger guy. But it's true. It's true. I mean, to some degree, I could agree with that, man, supporting man. I mean, you're not wrong. Might be a little tough, but you're not wrong. DJ says, but these females come at my neck when I tell them what the hell they doing. And tell guys, watch out for these street broads. Got to. DJ also says they manipulate a man to show they real deal when they not. It is fucked up. Facts. Jesus says that was 2019 when she passed away. Her husband she got since I left her didn't care about her. Shit. He probably was with her for the benefits or something. He then said he got married to another woman as soon as she passed away. Of course, why not? Damn, that shit's crazy. Shit crazy. Just right in it just for the check. That's just crazy, bro. You know, I'm just glad, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna try to take you with her, bro. Now, you see here. What's crazy is, you know, one of the reasons why black men are not respected by not only other black men, but also disrespected from other men is because a lot of black men stand up for the, you know, they stand up and tend to be willing to fight over some bullshit. Check this out.
I don't give a fuck about it. We can do whatever you want to do. We can do whatever you want to do. We do it. Watch how you talking to these women here, bro. You a black man embarrassing us like that, bro. Watch how you talking to these women. Like I said, talk to a man like that. I don't care. Don't get you put your hand in her face and I ain't saying. Watch how you talking to these women, bro. Calling that lady a fucking liar, bro. Relax. 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 You ain't tough, nigga. You not tough, nigga. Neither are you. You not tough, nigga. Neither are you. I'm not. I'm a grown man. Watch how you talk to women, nigga. I'm a grown man too. What the fuck wrong with you, bro? You're a hero. Ain't nobody trying to be no hero, but ain't nobody going for that. You being disrespectful. Watch your mouth. I'm not. Nigga. I'm not. She said I was a liar. I'm on that. I promise I'm on that. You don't call no grown woman no fucking liar, bro. It's a better way to talk to people, nigga.
Yo. Salute to dude in the tan for standing on his motherfucking square. Cause dude trying to act tough. He was ready to fight. He was ready to fight him. And he said, hey, oh, you ain't tough, right? Neither are you. Neither are you. Hey, let's just be real, man. Homeboy didn't really want to fight. All I seen, I mean, we seen a little woman with a little orange little safety vest on, right? All I seen was space and opportunity. If homeboy really wanted to fight and wanted to peacock in front of another black woman, the divine feminine, he could have. But guess what? He ain't do shit because guess what? He don't really want to he don't really want to fight. Because guess what? I'm going to say this right now. Homeboy got more to fight for than the other dude. Because one, he's been in his business with him and his woman's business. Two, that's his motherfucking woman that he's front of that he gotta go home with. And three, yo, just the mere fact that he's opening somebody's business, I'll make sure I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking pick up all of the divine strength and beat this. I'm gonna whoop that ass. Beat this. Ain't gonna be no fair fight either. I don't give a fuck. Cause you all live in my motherfucking business team. Guess what? A lot of people end up, see, he knew that he was gonna end up DOA because he was at an airport. See, when you're at an airport, you already know no one got no weapon, no firearm, or no nothing to cut you. So guess what? You can kind of talk all that big talk up in there. And plus, you know that there's police over there. Homeboy didn't really want to fight. But what I find that's ironic is Homeboy said that he can't call a grown woman a liar, even if she's lying, right? Just to get her way. but he could call another grown man a nigga. He called another grown man a nigga. Yo, it's 2025. This dude talk about, don't talk to a grown black woman like that. Respect black women. But then called the man a nigga.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
This is a sick Negro.
Yo.
You don't find that suspicious?
See, but guess what? That's one thing that I always found problematic in the hood, even before I was red pill and all that. I would say all the way up till I was like 11, 12 years old. Ninjas was always trying to show out in front of the sisters. Men tend to act funny around sisters. Guess what? A lot of men have end up dying, getting unalive because they were trying to show off in front of a sister. A lot of people are in jail because they end up taking a life over some dude just because they wanted to impress some black female who was for everybody.
This is a sick Negro.
Rated E for everyone.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's really not worth it. But black men do it all the time, which is why we're not very respected. We put poom poom before everything and then wonder why these sisters end up marrying us and then not want to give it up to us. Because we put the pussy on the pedestal.
Of average dudes out here.
Ma'am, you're average looking at best.
Expecting this king treatment from us queens.
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
A lot of guys out here, they are a 6.
Hold up. Let's go to this comment section real quick. Let's go to this comment section real quick. Let's go back to this video. It says, DJ says, never fight for these females because they won't fight and stand up for you. Well, look at it like this, DJ. The mere fact, his girlfriend should have been the one getting in between that dude and saying, you know what? Stay out of it. Stay out of my business or stay out of our business. This is between me and my man. She should have been the one checking that nigga. Because guess what? He's trying to peacock for her. Because guess what? He really want to fuck her. Right? That's why he's like trying to protect her. You feel me? So, truth be told, when I left that airport, I would have left alone, whether, you know what I'm saying, whether we both had tickets or not. When I would have got down to my destination, me and her are no longer together. Because she started a situation so bad to the point she gaslighted me so much to the point that I was going to get in a fight with another dude and you didn't say shit. Bitch, we done. Because the fact that she deviated from being submissive to this man almost caused this man a situation where they could have got fisticuffs. A man supporting man says another supporting man not minding his business. Facts. And that man supporting man says a liar? That's not a bad word, laughing my fucking ass out. Right. Yo, him saying nigga to another black man in 2025 was actually more inappropriate than him calling her a liar if she's truly lying. But see, people get mad when you call them a liar, right? Because that's exactly what they are. If they're saying something they know it's not true, they're a liar. If someone says, if someone says, I don't know, like, oh, they thought you heard something, but they clearly didn't hear you say something, but then they say you said something, that's a lie. She's putting words in his mouth. She's a fucking liar. And liar is not a bad word, exactly. But he's being a simp. Daphne Joseph says they will let you rot in jail. Facts. Jay-Z Diesel Travis 79 Smith says, I can't stand simps like that. The heathens need to mind their own damn business. Facts. DJ, back to what you said. There's a woman who recently had to go to jail because she had a guy stay in jail for about a month that she accused of assaulting her. But there's video showing that he didn't even touch her at all. But guess what? He was still in jail for about a month behind that shit. Yo, man, these bitches will lie on you. You know, so when they say believe a woman, that's bullshit. JJ Diesel Cowboy Travis says, I can't stand simps like that. The heathens need to mind their own damn business. James, DJ says, James, me neither. DJ says, because these sisters don't give a shit about no one but themselves and their needs. And money, love using, setting up dudes. I'm just saying, facts. She didn't do shit. She let that, she didn't do shit. She let that shit happen. Yo, he needs to 1-800 dump that bitch. Now, Daphne Joseph said she was going to watch and let that shit happen and see who would be taken out. Facts. JJ Jesus says, I can't stand dudes like that. They think they have the moral high ground, but don't have a clue on good morals in the first place. Exactly. So it's the fact that he would turn around and call another black man nigga. Talk about respect black woman. Yo, you can't talk about respect any black people if you're still calling another black man nigga. Because y'all notice I don't really say that on the show. I say ninja, you know what I'm saying? But I don't use the word nigga. I'll probably drop M-bombs, F-bombs, you know what I'm saying? B-bombs and shit like that, you know? But I stay away from the N-word. Y'all notice that? DJ says fat scally. So let's go back to this 45-year-old woman and talk about her dating standards and how dating is, in her view.
The average dudes out here.
Ma'am, you're average looking at best.
Expecting this king treatment from us queens.
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7 at best.
Okay.
And they feel like we're supposed, first of all, you're approaching a 10.
That is bullshit.
And I would say this is probably more prominent over 45. When you're dating over 45.
Sit your ass down. Go to sleep.
These men got gout. They have bad knees.
She is going hard, y'all.
They sleep with a CPAP machine. They do. I've been there, done that. You are a 7 at best, boo. And then you want to tell me, oh, you need to do this. And you got me straight. Yeah. Tripping. Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Talking to me like that.
Because at the end of the day, think about it. When we're in our 40s, we can date the daddy or the son.
Bitch, you is a hoe. Bitch, you is a hoe.
They honest. So why pick the daddy when we can date the son?
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yo, so we got Mr. O with the info. He comes through. He says, salute. I appreciate you for checking in, G. DJ says, throw her ass in the dumpster, right? Yo, her hairline was pushed the fuck back. Well, lack thereof. She will forever be lonely. Exactly. J.D. Diesel says, when I get pushed too far, that very powerful, righteous indignation surges through me like lightning. I have shattered a windshield with the palm of my left hand with one strike. Man, well, be careful, man, because windshields are very, very tough. Now, DJ says she lie like a roach and sprayed by the raid spray. Facts, because guess what? Here's the thing. Women use dating as if dating means anything. Getting fucked doesn't mean anything. That's essentially what dating is. Dick at the end. Date. All right? These are the girls are just getting dick at the end. That's all they're getting. They're not getting real relationships or anything of meaning. They're just getting fucked and tossed to the side. And that's why she's actually mad as well at older men, because guess what? No older men are finding the use in her. Why? Here's the thing. Women cost money. So look, do this. If I got to pay I'm not going to pay the same price for a 2008, 2005 Toyota for the same price I could go get a new Toyota for. Whatever you want, Toyota, Dodge, whatever you want to say. Why am I going to pay full price for something that's been used and abused when I could get the newer model of the same woman for half the price, probably? Because guess what? I just said this, the younger women are less expensive to live with. Trust me, I know this to be true. Now, somebody wanted to come in with the jokes. Lee Hall says, y'all taking these bald-headed 300-pound broads out to eat. Who are we talking about, Lee Hall, that is taking the bald-headed 300-pound broads to eat? See, you see how people come in and telling themselves? See how people come in here and telling themselves?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Silence, you furry fool! I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
No profile picture, no nothing. Just, your name might even not even be Lee Hall. See, somebody could have come with the goofy ass jokes and not even funny. Because one of the rules of the righteous sphere 101 is we don't take women out on dates. All right? Now, or dinner. Well, we don't take women out on dinner dates. Especially no 300-pound chick on a no damn dinner date. Especially that. So I don't know where that came from. But people be always, people be always telling themselves, you ain't got no profile picture, no nothing. Put up a profile picture, and then we could kind of judge on who's taking out 300-pound hoes out to eat. Now, DJ says he ratted Cali. He's retarded. Now, he says, let's see here. I think I'm getting caught up in the comments. I'm glad I don't see men for money. I see men for who they are. Facts. You'd be a slipper. Okay, he said you'd be a slipper. What a person is capable. No, he said you'd be surprised what a person would be capable to do when provoked at Cali West. That's true. Cardi White says you men have great points. Very smart. Enjoy being here. Good night, everyone. I appreciate you, Cardi. And please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Or I appreciate your participation. Then DJ says he retarded Cali. I think that's what you meant. I think that's what you're trying to hint at. I think you just don't want to put that in the algorithm. We speak in codes here. Jay-Z said you'd be surprised what someone's capable of for provoked Cali West. Yeah, I read that. I deciphered that. He says, Cartier, I'm a female, not a male. I think she was just talking about everyone in general, like you guys, because definitely, guys definitely includes men and women. If women are there, it's guys. They do say guys and gals, but just everybody just enlarge. DJ says, Cali, when I said he ratted the person that told the joke he told on himself. Oh, he ratted on himself. Right, he sure did. He sure did expose himself. Because who said anything about 300-pound girls? Like, we was even talking about types. But I guess he was trying to take shots. But that's obviously, he's telling on himself. But, hey, beat this. Even big hoes got use. You feel me? Now, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, though. I appreciate the love. Damn, it's already 1 o'clock? Okay. What else I got to share with y'all? I got a couple of things I want to share with y'all before I get up out of here. Man, it's 1:00. Damn, and so many people watching on X. I appreciate y'all, man. I almost don't want to cut it off. I might have to just keep on going. Hey, look what this chick had to say. Hey, what this chick has to say, I must say, is like really, really, really like some dope facts. And the good thing is that she's very easy on the eye to look at. So, we're going to watch this little clip, what she got to say. Oh, DJ says, she said, his shots fail. Right. They always do. You know, like, wah, wah. Like, nice try. Nice try. Hey, DJ, matter of fact, yo, Lee Hall, this is how we all feel about you in the righteous sphere.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Facts, DJ, facts. Now, let's see what this is the guy to say. Well, she's not really a sister, but, you know, hey, she's a sister in Christ.
Hoeing. Well, hoeing is when you use your body for money. So here's some common hoeing categories. Strippers, OnlyFans, bartenders. Yes, if you're a bartender, you're hoeing too.
Ooh.
Prosties, corn stars, and housewives. Yes, housewives, you're contractually hoeing.
Ooh.
Same thing. And now for my favorite category. Single women. If you didn't fall under any of the past categories, then you're actually not hoeing because you are getting fucked for free, which makes you a slut.
Ooh.
And the only thing worse than being called a hoe is being called a slut. In conclusion, since we all are aspiring to be housewives, we're all hoeing in one form or another, so let's just all get along. Okay, bye!
Oh, shit, bro.
Emotional damage.
Woo! Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. This little chica cooking with hot grease, bro. She's definitely cooking with some hot grease. You know, she ain't lie. She ain't say no lie. JJD says the life of a wicked bull is a dead-end life to lead. I'm referring to the simp at the airport. Facts. Because there's a lot of death by simp happen all the time. You know, if they weren't in public, it could have ended a different way. Like that dude in Walmart who tried to butt in on a dude who was like, you know, I guess he was like being physical against this girl. And that dude, you know, used his pistol on him. And guess who went with him? Guess who went with him? The girl who was getting beat on. And guess what? The guy who tried to step in, his baby mama begged, like, I'm pregnant with his child. Please don't do this. And homeboy looked at her and still popped him while he was on the floor, bro. Yeah, death by simp is a serious thing. JJD said I've seen a lot of hoodies get down over the years. The same for 3FOs. And then DJ said she told that, hey, no lies detected. No lies detected from her at all. That's why I love what she had to say. What else I got for y'all?
Damn well, Carnival Cruise is not racist. Like, what y'all talking about? Like, what are you talking about? It's not a black people issue. It's the ratchet, igga shit. And we know that already. And I'm from the hood, born and raised again, Southside Chicago, Inglewood, right? And when you in the hood, you see large groups of igga shit, dumb ratchet shit, you go the other way. Because what's going to happen? Somebody going to get shot. Somebody going to get murdered. Somebody's going to get hurt, go to jail, whatever. So when you from that shit, you know, in order to survive, you move away from it. You go the other way, right? The caliber of wretched, ignorant motherfuckers that's getting on that Carnival Cruise is the same caliber of motherfuckers that was out here scamming for that PPP loan. Just stupid. They not used to shit. They don't have no fucking home training. They not able to conduct themselves. They just ignorant, right? And Carnival Cruise not wrong for putting rules in place because you're fucking up their business. So you got people that's out here that's working all year long, saving a hard-earned money just to have a vacation, to get away and to fucking relax. And you telling me that they have to be bothered with and put up with this wretched, ignorant, just ghetto shit. I don't like how this is turned into a black issue, because the truth is, being ignorant and ratchet and classless and ghetto, it has no color. That's the truth. Black people, we've always known how to conduct ourselves, right? And there's levels to it. You got black people that work hard, that have class, that has a beautiful family, you know what I'm saying? Know how to conduct themselves, know how to have a good time, and everybody's being lumped into one fucking category. I went on the Carnival cruise back in 2016, and it wasn't shit like what I'm seeing now. I feel like the caliber of people are going down because it's monkey see, monkey do. First of all, with this social media shit, the more you act stupid and the dumber you are, and you're being exploited, the more attention you get. They feel like you can just go anywhere and just act this way and behave this way, and it's funny. It's a ha-ha, hee-hee moment. This whole being turned and lit culture and just being ignorant is at an all-time high. That's just the truth. And Carnival Cruise need to ban all them motherfuckers. Ban all of them. If you don't know how to act like you got no fucking sense, you can't get on here no more. It's just that simple. Motherfuckers are too old to be behaving like that. And if you feel like it's directed towards you or you gonna boycott Carnival Cruise, then so be it. Get your ass home. Because this is not a black issue. This is simply them having to put rules in place for grown motherfuckers to know how to conduct themselves. Because it is turning very trashy. It's classless. It's ghetto. It's ignorant. And everyday working people should not have to be bothered with that bullshit. Learn how to act like you got some sense or keep your motherfucking ass at home. Simple.
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, bro. I hate to say it, but it's not going to happen.
Emotional damage.
I hate to say this, but I do believe the fact that they went down in their prices is definitely why they have a certain type of element. I mean, yeah, think about it. A rich thug could probably get in the club, or a rich thug could probably get on the boat, but guess what? The fact that it's probably only him on there is, but when you have them all compacted, a bunch of ignorant fools, some shit gonna happen. And she said she full of shit. What? I disagree. I believe that to some degree she's telling the truth. I believe that she's really truly saying her perspective, but I do believe also that it's not so much that. Here's the thing: it's hard to kind of set rules in place for people who don't like to follow rules. You almost have to find a way to disqualify them from even being even be involved at all, and that would be probably putting the prices back up. But guess what? Carnival Cruises, they probably just doing it because that's what they need the fucking money, bro. Yo, man, times is rough, man, right now. Times are tough right now. I probably shouldn't trust me. Them packages went down low. Jason says, I agree with the foul languages that they give away at Daphne Joseph. Yeah, she is definitely ratchet. Well, she did say she did admit that she was hood. She admitted if she was from Chicago, too. So at least she gave that disclaimer. And yeah, she does cuss like a sailor. Man Support Man says hotels don't sell a certain type of debit cards that's singling out certain type of people. Facts. DJ says she's been around foolishness just saying. I agree. Facts. See? J Flo says I've seen people steal free burgers on a Carnival cruise. Never again. Yo. Hey. Bruh.
Emotional damage.
Yo, he said he's seen some people steal free burgers from a Carnival cruise. Bruh. I'm done, bruh.
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
This is a sick Negro.
Damn, they'll steal on free shit. Yo, he's down bad when he's stealing free shit. J Flo says salute to Cali West in chat, US of A. Daphne Jones says a man support man is right. And man support man said it's free and is it stealing? I guess it depends on what's I guess it depends on the fashion. I guess if there's something for free but there's like a limit on it and you just went and like grabbed a bunch of them and then like you made a scene and like you knocked over some shit, then I guess really I mean I guess he's just being rambunctious, it's being uncool. But I guess in theory he's not really stealing, but I don't know. I'm mad that they found a way to steal some free shit, though. J Flo says, Daphne Joseph said, J Flo, you ain't lying. Then says, he said, well, it's a lot of stupid people in this world at J Flo. J Flo says, a man support man, it messed me up, bro. Yeah, that was funny. That was a good one. Daphne Joseph said, that's what they do, stealing. They said, that's what they do. They be stealing shit. Damn, even to the point that they stealing free shit, DJ. Goddamn, bruh. Sheesh.
Emotional damage.
Damn. That's all bad, bro. That's all bad. Oh, shit. Man, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all boys and girls. I love y'all ladies and gentlemen. Woo. Okay. I think there's some other things we can end off with. We're going to end at a 2-hour mark, okay? We got a couple more minutes and we're going to go. What we going to show? Oh, to J Flo. Yeah. Happy 4th of July, bro. Shout out to the US of A.
Not into temptation, but deliver.
Shit, I don't know about y'all, but they still popping fireworks. You know what? Ironically, I ain't heard too many anymore. Maybe because people got to be up in the morning. DJ Joseph says stuffing bottles under their breasts and shit. Oh my God, that's terrible. Carnival Cruise got to be stopped. Well, they got to stop these ninjas. Not black people, these ninjas. Hey, yo, I thought she was a little hottie. Look, I thought she was a little hottie with a body. Check her out.
People always ask me, Carl, how you change the tire? I don't know. My name's not Carl. It's Sade. But what I do know, if you come down here to Motor Furniture, we got some of the best furniture you can buy. You can even come in and get your furniture for free if you spin the wheel. So come see us on 59 in Hillcroft. What we win? $50 off.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna front. Slimmy had a nice little shape on her, though. You know what, man? You know, we're very easy going, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't need much. You feel me? And, you know, I'd say from a scale of 1 to 10, she's like a solid 7. But that body on her, though, like, I can imagine how she look if she probably, you know, put a little more makeup and stuff like that on. You feel me? But, you know, cute little light-skinned little mommy, you know what I'm saying? Right. You feel me? I mean, I know she probably got a little bit of a weave in it, but at least her weave look natural. You know? So, hey, shout out to the sister. You feel me? I think she did a good job on that commercial. And I like the fact that she actually has a sundress, because isn't that technically a sundress still, technically? You know, it's sundress season, right? So shout out to the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Who's, you know what I'm saying, wearing sundresses. Yeah, we sick of seeing these ladies in these damn wrestling suits, bro. We're sick of the ladies in the wrestling suits, don't you? Now, for real, J Flo. Now, JJD says a whole party, huh? Shaking my head at J Flo. Now Daphne Joseph said her hair's up to her shoulders. She don't really need that weave. Oh, okay. It ain't no lie. I was gonna say it was natural, but because no lie, how her hair's kind of falling a little bit. That's probably not even weave. That's probably really her real hair too. So salute to that, Daphne, for that pointing that out. Now JJ Jesus says, did they pack the roaches for the cruise too? LOL. Shit, probably did, G. What else I got for y'all? We got like 1 more minute, so I think I can show one more thing on the way out. Oh, this dude was doing the most.
boy trying to sweet.
His transmission went out in front of the girls, but he played it off real smooth. Yo, how the hell did he play it off? Don't he still got to drive off? When he don't drive off, he's still gonna be looking like he's crazy.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
I don't know. To me, he looked retarded. To me, he looked like he's not very bright. To me, he looked like a goofy without the goofy. But yo, man, JJ just says, Daphne Joseph says, I can't stand when they have all that hair weaving and that weave. They don't need it. I agree. J Flo says, at J Flo, my whole floor smelled like trees. Security gave up. God damn. And then DJ says he doing too much. He was doing too much. But ninja's gonna be a ninja. J Flo says, damn, LOL at J Flo. Yeah, that shit's crazy. I ain't never been on a cruise. I'm not really big on cruises, but I've never been on a couple boats. You know what I mean? But yo, man, it is 1:22, bro. It's time. It's way past my bedtime. Joe, once again, it's Cali West. I appreciate everybody on X, formerly known as Twitter, for tuning in. Y'all come over to the YouTube side of things. Man, go ahead and shoot me and subscribe. Cali West Miami. You will find me right on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? If J Flo says back to work, hey, this is work for me. You know what I'm saying? I had to get start the week out right. Once again, thanks for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. I appreciate the love, y'all. Man. Yo, peace out. I'm out of here, y'all.